Hi, I'm Don Stigall. Today I'm going to show you a couple of airplanes. One's the Wingman II by the Wings maker, and the other one's the Sky Raider Mach II by the World Models. The World Models actually makes the Wings maker planes, and this plane is the Wingman II, and the Wingman II is a slightly smaller version of the Sky Raider, and it's built light for electric power, and it has a hatch for easy access to a battery or a tank. This plane weighs over a pound less than the Sky Raider Mach II when it's got a battery in it and it's flight ready. The NMPRA electric Formula One motors make excellent power systems for this airplane, and it'll get into the 90 to 100 mile an hour range depending on how you prop it. It's a real fun airplane, and because this one weighs 3 pounds 9.4 ounces with a 335 milligram battery, the maximum NMPRA legal weight, and it's a whole lot of fun to fly. I've got an OS25 brushless motor on here, and you can use any of the NMPRA EF1 legal motors if you want to race in a class called Club Wingman. Club Wingman is raced as Club 40. Club 40 Pylon Racing has been very popular since about 2007. It's flown on a two-pole course. The AMA 540B document defines the course and the airplanes. And because this airplane is in the under 100 mile an hour range, it works really well for Club 40. And because it can use the EF1 power systems in the motor, the ESC, and the battery, if you're not ready for an EF1 yet, you can get one of these and get going and then move up to EF1 or fly both. This is the Sky Raider Mach II. This is actually one of the original solid color ones. It has the fat front nose on it. They tapered that down in later versions. One interesting thing about this plane is it has a Quickie Jet 500 engine on a beam mount. Built a solid stabilizer because this thing gets into the 130 mile an hour plus range. I call it the world's fastest Sky Raider Mach II. It's about as fast as you would want to push one. I have gap seal on the control surfaces so that it doesn't flutter or come apart. But the Sky Raider Mach II is one of two airplanes that's legal for RC Pro Club 40 racing. You can go to www.club40racing.com and get more information about Club 40. The other plane is the LA Racer, which has a turtle deck and a clear canopy and a rounded nose, and it has a cowl over the engine, but it has the same wing stabilizer and moments on the fuselage, so they're very comparable in performance. A lot of people like the Sky Raider Mach II because they feel it turns a little tighter. It's a little bit lighter, and you have to fly the LA Racer smoothly to keep up with a Sky Raider Mach II. As you can see, it's just a little bit bigger than the Wingman II. Club 40 racing is a lot of fun. A lot of groups are racing it because you can race it on a small field. The typical course is that AMA 540B pylon course that has the pylons 400 feet apart, and they have to be back from the pilots 125 feet. So it'll fit on smaller fields than three-pole racing, and the speeds are easier to handle. There's actually a sport version of Club 40 that uses bushing engines up to 46, or in the 65 to 70 mile an hour range. A Club 40 airplane with a Thunder Tiger Pro 40 or equivalent engine goes about 95 to 100 miles an hour. I did a complete build thread on the Wingman II, even though it's an easy assembly, and I'm going to try to get that video edited and uploaded. Longtime builders don't need to watch it by any stretch, but you may find some of the things I did interesting, like I used dual aileron servos. One of the things I found with the Club 40 airplanes is that they don't roll axially, and if you use differential on the ailerons, you can straighten out the rolls, and it makes them fly even better. But it's a really fun plane. They're available from Airborne Models. You can go to the airbornemodelsshowcase.com website and see more pictures of the kit, and there's a link to the build there. I hope to get some flight video of this airplane. I'm working on a helmet cam so I can do the videotaping by myself, and maybe I'll have some flight video on the Pylon course to show you one of these days.